Lovely, lovely, wonderful. Good evening, my beautiful people and my wonderful people. So beautiful people, I bought the Saturday's Observer and I saw something quite disturbing. I said this country is really a joke. So the headline says, Students face new blow, and it's actually at the front page. So after hurricane destroyed, uniforms, IDs, schoolers now forced to pay adult fares. Sometimes I wonder if some of these taxi operators and bus operators, if the different, whatever it is, I don't know, the things that co-joins or conjoins the brain, to make up the brain cells, and just the brain itself. I wonder if it is made out of the same ingredients that they make bread and bun. If their heads are created and manufactured or fashioned from the same ingredients as bun and bread. Because I know we live in a day and age where you can't guess people's age. There are many people who I thought were older than I am, and when I found out, they are actually younger. Like I was stunned because I don't know if it is the food that they're eating now or what, but they're looking much older. But good God, even if you think that, even if they don't look like the exact age they are, there is no way that you could think that these youngsters are adults in plain clothes. When you look in their faces, you look in the eyes, you look in the bone structure, and you look at them, you can tell that these are students. Sometimes even the voices, and I say sometimes even the voices give them away, because the voices are still developing. So it says Savannah Lamar, Westmoreland, homes battered by Hurricane Melissa, which destroyed school uniforms and identification cards. Some students in sections of the hardest hit parish, Westmoreland, now have yet another mountain to climb. Out of uniform and without anything to prove they are students, anything to prove that they're students, they're being charged adult fares by some taxi operators. Let me tell you something, man. I don't want 2 student bucks, because you can't tell me that you don't know that these are students. Some of their faces must be familiar, even if you don't recognize them on the onset. They probably said to you, says me, no, so and so. Come on, you know that we don't have our uniforms. You understand? So we have to just wear whatever clothing or whatever apparel we can get from people, because our things were destroyed. So you know that these are students, and you still, just because they're in plain clothes, you want to find an excuse. You people are so, let me tell you, taxi, that's why enough on the car smell like when dog have bad belly and want to wash out, not even puppy nights. It on a car can't, on a just nah 7 or 11. On an improve on a life not better, because on a criminal and on a thief, on a wicked and evil. Why would you want to charge these students, these indigent, in a terrible condition at this present moment, adult fares, when they can't even pay the student fares? They probably wish that somebody could be paying their fares for them, and they're charged. Let me tell you, on a so criminal that it is sickening to the core. It is sickening to the core. I don't know, better. You guys still can't say your life not better, because God doesn't bless mess. And a thief will not prosper. So students, out of uniform and without without anything to prove they are students, they are being charged adult fares by some taxi operators. Students pay $100 while adults pay between $150 and $250, depending on the route. With many parents out of work, savings depleted, and the urgent need to secure food and shelter, the increased cost of daily transportation to and from school has become an overwhelming strain for many. Naturally, it would. Enough of the business places blow down, bomb up, as far as I'm concerned. It's like a bomb went down, like a nuclear bomb went down. There wasn't a hurricane. And you know that they don't have the funds, and you're still charging them up, knowing that they don't have the money, and you're digging out the 2 measly balls in their eyes and the bug out of them nose. On a wicked, Jesus Christ. Christ. Struggling to rebuild their lives while burdened with the very heavy weight of lost possessions, and in some cases their entire homes, the students and their parents are pleading for state intervention. And somebody speaking now, Miss, I don't have it, and my mother no have it, said Karine Richards, a student of Godfrey Stewart High School and resident of Waterworks, one of the communities devastated by Hurricane Melissa. I think we'll look at the next page. Where am I now? Right, so let's continue. Right, so like many in her district, Richards and her family are now homeless. Their house was torn apart by the Category 5 storm's 185 miles per hour winds and later submerged during severe flooding. I just come to school 3 times from school open back, and this is her speaking. Richards told Jamaica Observer, I have CXC exams to do, and honestly, I can't do any better. I don't think I'm coming for the rest of the term. Gosh, this is so sad. This is so sad. This is so sad. And when they don't do well, many of us are the same people who call them dunce and them head tough. When these are the constraints that they face. These taxi operators are so evil, and they have children going to school, but because they take them themselves, or they guide them as to how to take the buses while giving them their bus fare and their lunch monies, you know, they don't consider the other students because it's, I don't business about them, a business. That is just reality. Not knowing when you don't help somebody else's child, somebody won't help yours. Life is a cycle. It's cyclical. This is how it is. Whatever you push out, it comes back. So it's like this. So it is like this. It is like that. Another Godfrey Stewart student, June Johnson, shared that she not only lost her uniforms, but also her textbooks, notebooks, and other essentials for learning. Her mother, employed at a hotel in Negril before Melissa's rampage, is now out of work. The hotel sent out a statement that it will not reopen until August 2026 because I guess it's damaged and they have to rebuild and all of that. So my God, that's basically almost a year out of work. Oh. The family's financial future is now hanging by a very weak thread, arguing that the adult fare policy is driving absenteeism and placing vulnerable students at even greater risk of falling behind naturally, especially those preparing for external exams. Parents from several communities across the parish are urging the authorities to intervene. I pray that they intervene. Government officials, public authorities, please, because these taxi operators they're unconscionable, they're cruel and they're wicked. No care the picture them might look tough in them face and hard. No care how them look hard in them face and you know say them not all, you know a picking them, you know say students. And on still a dig out the eye, them dig out, you know, you dig out the bugle plus you dig off the nose off of the picking them face. Eh? On a turn bad, so wicked and evil and sinister, malevolent and malicious. Huh? It's like you're on a running neck and neck for take Satan's spot. Why would you want to charge them adult prices knowing that their parents are out of work, knowing that they're struggling to pay you even the $100? They wouldn't mind to give them some free ride. On a hard, you know. You know that whatever you put out there, God will bless you back. Many folds. Sometimes you can just take some of them free of cost, you know. And when you look, by the time you do that, every stop you stop after that, somebody will take you for go somewhere. And you make double, and triple the amount that you would have ordinarily made. And Jesus Christ, and it's a heartless, many of you. It's a long thing for people to wear, to read, sorry. I'm not only thinking about the rest of this term, said parent Iona Whitfield. I'm burdened with rebuilding my house and now going to have to replace uniforms and school books. I hope the government can implement something so that the students can travel every day without concern about paying adult fare. And I really pray that they really intervene. This is so sad. It's unbelievable that in such a crisis that people still are abusing the situation. Anyway, guys, you know what to do with TikTok and YouTube. Subscribe, give me one of those lions, and follow me on Instagram.